Hello, welcome to Coach Michael 101, where we listen to music, check out movies, other miscellaneous mayhem, and hopefully we have some fun along the way. We're going to check out a video, top 10 actors who always play jerks. I'm trying to think of who would come to mind. James Spader. If you grew up in the 80s, James Spader is the quintessential high school jerk. The guy from Karate Kid, the blonde dude. The one from Die Hard played the reporter. He was also the Real Genius, and the movie with Ghostbusters. I think they will probably be on the list. We'll see. Top 10 actors who always play jerk. Let it roll.
But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
Welcome to WatchMojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 actors who always play jerks.
Stop fraternizing with the help, Gilmore. Just hit your ball if you can find it.
For this list, we'll be looking at the actors who are usually typecast in movies as nasty, rude, and otherwise unpleasant people. Who do you think is best at playing jerks? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Clancy Brown. You might recognize Clancy Brown's name as the voice of Mr. Krabs, but the greedy crustacean is by no means the most morally corrupt character Brown has played.
You've got to let go of the dime.
I can think of 10 good reasons to never let go of a dime, boy.
Brown's towering physique and imposing nature have made characters like the Kurgan in Highlander and guard Byron Hadley in The Shawshank Redemption all the scarier.
You eat when we say you eat. You shit when we say you shit, and you piss when we say you piss. You got that, you maggot?
He also has the distinct honor of being part of both the Marvel and DC universes, voicing villains such as Mr. Sinister, Bane, and, most famously, Lex Luthor.
I'm sorry, but this is truly the greatest day of my life.
Brown has also been cast in the upcoming John Wick Chapter 4. We have a slight hunch that he's going to play a bad guy. Number 9. Billy Zane. We didn't need much reason to root against Cal Hockley in Titanic.
Okay, Billy Zane. I've seen him play good guys before, but definitely Clancy Brown. That's a great one.
But Billy Zane provided the perfect amount of upper-class ugliness to Rose's fiancé.
Half the people on this ship are going to die.
Not the better half.
And it seems Zane was made to play unlikable characters. His film debut was Back to the Future, where he played the aptly named Match, one of Biff Tannen's henchmen. He then was chilling as a villain in the thriller Dead Calm.
No, Ray, no. Okay, that's over. That's all over, so why don't we just restart one from memory and start again, please? There's no going back, Ray.
There are also lesser-known movies where Zane is decidedly unbearable, like Survival Island, also known as 3, and The Believer. Zane doesn't seem to mind playing antagonistic characters. He said,
if you are always getting hired, I'm sure they're not going to complain about being a bad guy.
And The Believer. Zane doesn't seem to mind playing antagonistic characters. He said playing these parts is a lot of fun and very lucrative. However, he hopes movies shy away from anti-heroes and more toward positive role models. To that we say, good luck.
I make my own luck.
Number 8.
Of course, he was also in Tombstone, played the actor.
Gary Cole. Did you experience traumatic flashbacks to every bad boss you've ever had when watching Office Space? If so, thank the acting talents of Gary Cole for helping to create Bill Lumbergh, who seems like an exaggeration only if you've never experienced the joys of working in an office.
Oh, and remember, next Friday is Hawaiian Shirt Day. So, if you want to, go ahead and wear a Hawaiian shirt and jeans.
Other great Cole roles include irresponsible father Reese Bobby in Talladega Nights and drug lord Ted Jones in Pineapple Express.
It is on. We're coming at you with everything we got. It's on, so you better get your head out of your ass and be ready for everything.
He seems to know these characters well enough to make them utterly repugnant, but with just enough charisma to keep us watching. Here's one memo we all got. Gary Cole is great at playing jerks.
Yeah. If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great.
Number 7. Kurt Fuller. You might know Kurt Fuller best
yes.
as oddball but amusing coroner Woody on Psych.
Hi, you must be the new coroner. Yeah, just transferred over. But don't worry, I've been playing with dead things since I was a toddler.
However, many of Fuller's characters are more mean than weird. Fuller's tall stature and stern demeanor are put to great use in films like Ghostbusters 2 and Midnight in Paris. He also had a great role as the less than angelic angel Zachariah on Supernatural.
The end is nigh. The apocalypse is coming, kiddo. To a theater near you.
You'll notice that Fuller is frequently cast in comedies, but he never seems like he's trying to make you laugh. He takes the role seriously, even if everything around him is ridiculous. His characters might not always be lovable, but we love his commitment.
We didn't lie. We just avoided certain truths to manipulate you.
You son of a bitch.
That's a good
Number
one.
6,
Yes.
Christopher McDonald. Adam Sandler's protagonist in Happy Gilmore isn't the most likable, but we're still rooting for him against the stuck-up and vindictive Shooter McGavin, played by Christopher McDonald.
What do you think of Happy Gilmore?
I didn't get a chance to see him play. I was too busy winning.
You gotta admit, that's a hell of a drive, 450 yards, huh?
Yeah, how do you finish again? Dead last? Oh, yeah, he had a good day, though. Thanks.
In films like this and others, like Requiem for a Dream, McDonald nails the smarminess that often gets mistaken for charisma. He also got our blood boiling as Gina Davis's unappreciative husband in Thelma and Louise, and proved himself to be a great voice actor as crazed government agent Kent Mansley in The Iron Giant.
Hold your fire! The boy's alive? It's a trick! Launch the missile!
Many actors are praised for the intensity they display in dramatic roles, but Christopher McDonald reminds us that comic actors can also bring the passion.
Damn you people. Go back to your shanties.
Number 5, John C. McGinley. Did you ever look up to someone who seemed to...
Now, I don't think of him as a jerk in the TV show Scrubs. I don't think of him a jerk in that show. Maybe in other things. Definitely in the surfing movie, Point Break. He was a jerk there.
Simultaneously love and loathe you? Then you can probably relate to the relationship between JD and Dr. Cox on Scrubs. As Dr. Cox, John C. McGinley cracked us up with his hilarious insults, but also presented some heart underneath his prickly exterior.
I am accountable for the continuous, crashing, undeniable amateurism that you people drag into this hospital day in and day out.
And McGinley has played other characters who are also lacking in the empathy department. These include business consultant Bob Slidell in Office Space, FBI Director Ben Harp in Point Break, and Police Union President Frank O'Sullivan in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
But now it's about you saying it wasn't.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
So you're calling me stupid?
That's not what I said.
You're calling me a liar.
I just don't know how to talk to someone like you.
Someone like me? Wow. That's racist.
In real life, McGinley is an active advocate for Down syndrome awareness. It must take a real kind guy to play characters as nasty as this.
Oh my God, I care so little I almost passed out.
Number 4, William Zabka. Few big screen baddies got to us quite like the Karate Kid's Johnny Lawrence.
Although if you watch this movie, there is a good argument made that Ralph Macchio is actually the bad guy. There's a couple cool videos that show him why he is the bad guy. He's actually the bigger jerk in here. Zabka is a bully, but as far as being like a jerk and kind of sleazy, Ralph Macchio's character.
A nasty
Danny.
brute whose comeuppance we're instantly waiting for.
You couldn't leave well enough alone. Could you, little twerp? No, you had to push it. Well, now you're gonna pay.
And William Zabka must have had something brewing inside him, because The Karate Kid was his film debut. From there came the typecasting, with Zabka also playing jerks in 80s comedies Just One of the Guys and Back to School.
I have got a really bad cramp. I've been having really bad cramps all week.
It's probably menstrual.
Screw you, Melon!
He was so good in this kind of role that strangers would reportedly heckle him in public. And although Zabka has taken on projects that show his depth, he's returned to The Karate Kid well, reprising his role as Johnny in the TV series Cobra Kai. But his performance never feels like a retread of his previous work.
I wasn't taught the difference between mercy and honor, and I paid the price for it. If I'm extra hard on you, it's only because you have the potential to be better than I ever was.
Number 3, Ben Foster. There are jerks, and then there are the characters Ben Foster often plays, who have plenty of sins to confess.
No matter where you go, no matter what you do, I'm gonna hunt you down. I'm gonna hunt you down, and then I'm gonna slit your throat.
Some of Foster's most notable roles include Kidnapper Mars in Hostage, Gunslinger Charlie Prince in 3:10 to Yuma, and bank robber Tanner Howard in Hell or High Water.
Fabulous movie.
Where do you think you're going? Sit on the floor!
But these characters aren't just compelling because they're immoral. Foster has so much energy and magnetism that he steals just about every scene he's in. We'd hate to encounter most of these characters in real life, but we love seeing how Foster taps into the chaos of his hot-headed portrayals.
Morning, Pinkerton. Name's Charlie Prince. I expect you heard of me.
Number 2, Michael Ironside. Some of Michael Ironside's performances convey stern leadership, while others convey complete psychopathy.
All right, we're gonna do it the scan away. I'm gonna suck your brain dry.
You might not recognize his name, but you know his face from roles like Lieutenant Radchek in Starship Troopers, Henchman Richter in Total Recall,
Kill him. It's about goddamn time.
and telepath Daryl in Scanners. Ironside is so effective at playing intimidating characters that when he enters a scene, our first reaction is to tense up.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits. If you don't do your job, I'll shoot you. You get me?
He can unsettle us more with a single grimace than most actors can with a furious breakdown. Of course, when Ironside gets unhinged, he's still engrossing. Need an actor who will instantly increase your movie's tension levels? Get Michael Ironside on your side. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Jason Schwartzman. Schwartzman is great at playing characters dripping with arrogance.
Then I shall be forced to grant you a swift exit from the premises. And a fast entrance into hell!
Dan Hedaya. Films like Blood Simple display Hedaya's mesmerizing tenseness.
No.
He was hilarious, though, in Cheers. I loved him in Cheers.
You're just saying that because you're scared.
William Atherton. Who didn't hate Walter Peck in Ghostbusters?
Forget it, Venkman. You had your chance to cooperate, but you thought it'd be more fun.
He was also the asshole TV reporter in Die Hard and the professor in Real Genius. He should be more than an honorable mention. He should be on the list.
To insult me. Well, now it is my turn, wise ass.
Dabney Coleman. Despite the friendly mustache, Coleman has played some truly nasty characters.
You are evil. That's right, evil to the core.
I love it when you get mad like that.
Paul Gleason. Few fictional administrators are as unlikable as Assistant Principal Vernon.
I'm a man of respect around here. They love me around here. I'm a swell guy. You're a lying sack of shit. And everybody knows it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1.
Yes.
James Spader. John Hughes' high school movies had their share of jerks, but none quite so memorably despicable as the arrogant Steph in Pretty in Pink, played by James Spader.
You know, I've been out with a lot of girls at this school. I don't see what makes you so different.
I have some taste.
You're a bitch.
With his feathered hair and conceited demeanor, Steph is exactly who we imagine when we think of wealth depriving a person of empathy. While Spader, the son of 2 teachers, wasn't part of the 1% growing up, this character still feels disturbingly authentic.
Listen, I'm getting really bored with this conversation, all right, Blaine? You know, if you want your little piece of low-grade ass, fine, take it, you know. But if you do, you're not going to have a friend.
Spader has also flexed his arrogance in roles like controlling boss E. Edward Gray in Secretary, Sabre CEO Robert California in The Office, and criminal-turned-FBI informant Red Reddington on The Blacklist.
Put it together.
You're kidding, right?
Borokova hates sarcasm, and I love puzzles.
In each of these roles, Spader lends a chilling yet familiar aura, one that simultaneously repels and attracts us.
If I invited you to lunch, I think you're a winner. If I didn't, I don't. But I just met you all.
Life is long. Opinions change. Winners, prove me right. Losers, prove me wrong.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo. And
Yeah, James Spader. We got to end with the man right there. Yeah, he was the prototypical '80s high school jerk. You know, he's the mold. He's the cast. But great list. I agree with all of them. Still think the guy from Ghostbusters should have been more than just a honorable mention. But hey, you can think of any more actors who always play jerks. Notice there was no women on this though. Sexist. Anyway, if you like what you saw, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the post notifications so you don't miss a single video. Coach Michael 101. We listen to music, check out movies, other miscellaneous mayhem, and hopefully you have some fun along the way. I'll see you next video.